Welcome to your practice. This one's called Both at Once. And we'll rock a little to get ourselves rooted. We're going to bring our palms down on our knees, drop our chin, and rise through the crown of our head and the top of our heart. Those shoulders drop down. The eyes can close. And we start to follow the breath with interest, with intention. Both at once means we can do opposing things, like root down and rise, ground and grow, settle and become spacious. Let that chin drop towards your heart. Feel the breath as it enters your body. When you exhale, surrender and let go. Inhale, filling your body. Exhale, soften and ground. Inhale and exhale. Open your eyes. Come onto your hands and your knees. And we'll plant our left hand. Inhale, float that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, come down onto your right shoulder and ear, walking your left hand forward if that works. We are rooted here and trying to soften and melt at the back of our heart, feeling the earth, following the breath. Inhale. Exhale, the left hand comes back in. We rise up. Plant that right hand. Inhale, left arm floats from the root of that right hand. Then we come on down to left shoulder and left ear. Walking your right hand forward and taking the shape and making it yours. Inhale, soften. Exhale, let gravity pull you down. Last breath. We'll walk the right hand back in by our nose, come up to hands and knees, and drop your belly, lifting your head and your bum. Inhale. And exhale, push that floor away as you arch. Drop the belly, lifting head and bum. And exhale, arch. Dropping and softening, lifting your head and bum. Stable in those hands, push the floor away. Last time. And exhale. A neutral spine before we come to sit on our bum. The hands come behind us, soles of the feet to the floor. Inhale, lift those hips to your height. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, rooted and rising. Exhale, down we go. Last time, we feel grounded and light. Down we go. Extend your right leg long, that left knee bends, sit up tall, right hand to left knee, and look toward the back. Drop those shoulders. So we are rooted in those sits bones. That right leg is rooted on the earth. We can flex the right foot. We're supple in that spine. So there's this graceful flow and curve. Last breath. Come back to center, other side. So left leg goes forward, bend that right knee. We root, then we bring the left hand to that right knee, right hand plants, sit up tall and turn. Dropping those shoulders. Flex left ankle. Inhale and exhale. And we come back to center. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together and our arms like we're holding a beach ball. And we go on back to our level and sit ourselves on up. So we are rooted and rocking back and rising on up. Getting some strength here. Last time. And up we go. Bring your fingertips together like you're holding a little ball of light. Bring that light above you. Drop your chin. Inhale. Interlace those hands behind you. The hands come behind your head. Inhale, looking up. And exhale, curl down with that neck. Inhale, sitting up tall. And exhale, letting those elbows come in. Inhale, we're strengthening the back of the neck. And exhale, dropping down and in. Coming to center. And coming back onto hands and knees. Those toes tuck. We rise up through the hips. You can pedal those feet to move a little. Inhale and exhale. One breath. Bring both knees back to the earth. Your left toes kick off to the left. Right leg extends. Right arm lifts. Stay or float your right leg, flexing that right foot, and hold. Okay, so this time, the both at once is that we are rooted in that left hand, the left knee, rising and reaching in our right limbs. One more breath. Right hand down, right knee down, move your spine. We take that on the other side, so right toes kick off, they can tuck under. Extend the left leg, the left arm, float that left leg if you can. So what's the big deal about both at once? If you haven't noticed, being human is rather complicated. So if you can handle the complexity, even a little bit, it makes life go easier. So yoga is helping us practice both at once. Take one more breath. Bring the left hand down, left knee down, knees wide or together. Sit back into child's pose. And with gravity, those hips drop. And now we're opening the knees, lengthening the quads, grounding our energy as our upper body softly melts. So the shape looks rather passive, but in fact, there is so much goodness happening. One breath. And bring your hands to the earth, rising back up, those toes tuck, taking a down dog, pedal those feet, shifting your hips, and step or hop to the front, and inhale, reach your heart, and exhale, bow. Those knees bend, and we'll extend our right arm forward, left arm back, and then reverse, getting a little bounce in our legs. Those feet are grounded. They are rooting us to the earth. But then we have this bounce energy in our legs, a flowing energy in our arms, We're getting stronger. 3, 2, and 1. Both hands come to your hips, tuck your chin, and rise up. Roll those shoulders. And hands come to heart center. Ground your right foot. Lift your left knee. Take a breath. Big step back with that left leg. So take your stance, then inhale, extend those arms up, and exhale, bring your hands back to heart center. You might try and straighten that right knee. Inhale, we rise up. Exhale, let's cactus those arms. That gives a little more balance. Inhale, rise up through that right knee. Exhale, we bend. And lifting up. Bend and hold. Cactus arms. That heart is wide open. Looking straight ahead of you. Fierce, that chin tucked. Breathe. One breath. Hands come to your heart. Try and step on that right foot and lift your left knee. Inhale and exhale, rock it out. Other side. So we root that right foot. We get, or left foot, sorry, left. And we get light in the right foot. Hands into prayer. We are grounded and rising, so both at once. Then a big step back. So we inhale, lift those arms straight up. Then exhale, bring them back to our hearts. Now push into that left foot, lift your arms up. And exhale, cactus those elbows. Inhale, straightening your left leg and your elbows. Exhale, bend. Last time, inhale up. And exhale down, those hands coming to prayer. Try and ground that left foot, but get light in the rest of your body and lift the right knee and lock it out. Great. Okay, we'll ground that right foot. Step back to your triangle and float those arms up. Soften that right knee. We're gonna flow with triangle. So right knee stays soft. Inhale, tip on down. And exhale, rise up. Inhale, left hand down, left leg, right arm up and over. And exhale, center. So lower the right hand to the right leg and rise up. Then left hand, left leg. The bottom of our bodies is stable. The upper part is flowing. And rise, drop that left arm down, right arm up. Come to center, step those feet together, hands in prayer. Other side, we ground that left foot, right foot steps back. Keep that soft left knee. Float those arms, your thumbs can point up. We inhale, bow down, and exhale, rise up. Inhale, right arm down, right leg, left arm up and back. Inhale. And exhale, inhale up, exhale back. Last time, inhale, exhale, flowing up, flowing back. Come to your center, step those feet together. Root your right foot, hands to your prayer, lift your left knee. Stay or bring that leg to the side or take tree. We stay away from the right knee, so above or below, hands in prayer. You can stay or lift your arms up. Inhale. Stay or exhale, bring your elbows back to your ribs. Inhale, you might try and reach. Exhale, you might just be holding your tree. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. everybody's hands to prayer and walk it out. You can ignore me at any point. Ground that left foot. I ignore myself sometimes, which I don't know if that's possible. Bring your right knee up, leg out to the side. Take your tree. At least I hope I don't take myself too seriously. Bring your hands to heart center. Hold. Find your balance. I just was in a windstorm. And maybe bring your arms up. Inhale. And exhale, elbows down towards your ribs. Inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, elbows might come down and in. Last time, if you're moving, you might just be trying to hold still, elbows to those ribs, hands to prayer, and walk it out. Turn those toes out, heels in. Bring your elbows to those knees and hang out here, or drop down a little bit further. It occurred to me this week that this pose is called Malasana, garland pose, but I really think it should be a toad pose, because I feel like a big old toad, you know, out in the fields. And so just kind of hang out with your toad self, warts and all, and say, you know what, I am who I am. And breathe. One more breath. I'm not saying you have warts. I'm just saying we need to accept who we are, the full range of it. One more breath. And then bring your hands to the earth, lift your hips, and lower yourself onto your bum. We're gonna bend that left leg and bring the right leg in front, your hands to your knees, sit up tall, and fold forward. If you're not feeling enough, that right leg comes on top of the left and you form this nice triangle and you flow forward with that upper body. You could always use a block here under your hands, your forearms. The chin can tuck down and in. Breathe into your body. Some hips do not like this outward rotation. They much prefer inward rotation. We'll do that next. But we're just trying to have this steady base and this soft upper body. One breath. Roll yourself on up. And if you can, now take that right leg and bring the right knee inside your left foot. And you sit up nice and tall, the hands come behind you, and you might stay up nice and high. We're trying to get the big quad muscle. If you're not feeling anything, you can come down onto one elbow, you can come down onto your back. That right knee can lift as long as it feels okay. You could always even bring your left leg on top of that right knee to give you more stretch. So, like I said, somebody's hips much prefer this direction. My body is the one who prefers the other, the Baddha Konasana. So you just kind of know with what your body does, or know your body and what it prefers, and breathe into it. Take one more breath. And slowly bring yourself on up as gracefully as you can. And then that right leg comes in front and left leg stacks in front, and you sit up tall and fold forward, or stack and fold. So with yoga, I sometimes think it should be all at once, because, you know, great yoga practice, we are trying to do it all. And we're trying to find length and strength, balance and fluidity. And what that does is it gives us all kinds of tools to meet life with. And so we have this wide range of skills and capabilities that we have practiced here that then we can employ out in the world. Take a breath. Rise up. And we lift that left leg and turn it back. So now we inwardly rotate that leg. And you sit up tall, the hands plant, or you lower yourself on down. to whatever level works for your body. And sometimes it takes a little bit of shimmying. Maybe that right leg comes on top of the left knee. Check in with those shoulders. I don't know about your body, but whenever I start to do hips or big muscles, I start to get a little tense in my shoulders. So you just want to loosen them and relax. Breathe deep so that your ribs are moving. And walk yourself back up to seated. And we'll bring the soles of our feet together. Your hands come behind you. Lift your hips. Move your hips towards your heels. Walk those hands in and sit up tall. And we let gravity do some work on those knees. The chin drops down and in. And here we are rooted and trying to soften. So it's a living rootedness, kind of like a tree or a weed. One more breath. And sit yourself back up. Grab those shins and fold forward. Because the thing about weeds is they're tenacious and they are able to handle all kinds of life conditions. They grow in like the cracks in a sidewalk, for goodness sake. And so there's something of that capacity that I think we can all learn something from. That idea of bloom where you're planted and make the best of the conditions and show your strength and grit. Take one more breath and rise on up. But of course, making sure those conditions are good for you. And so honoring that work as well. Lower yourself on down to your back. Pull the right knee in, and you can flex that right ankle. Drop those shoulders. Now cross right ankle over left knee, reclined figure 4, and drop that back down to the mat. So intentionally think about grounding the back body. And we switch sides, so left knee comes in, right leg extends. You can point and flex that left leg. You might be able to feel the muscles working alongside your shin bones. Then bend that right knee in, left ankle crosses. You grab and pull in to release everything. And last breath. Releasing those hands and taking your happy baby, so shins, ankles, or feet. And if you want to straighten the legs and have a nice V, that can feel good, or keep the knees bent. Pull that chin down. It loves to go up toward the sky, but you can feel what that does to the back of your neck. And release. Giving your body just a minute to soak that in. We want the soil of our bodies and spirits to be soft and open, because then it's like a rain barrel. We gather that energy and we can use it to bring all kinds of life to our life. Stay. Surrender. Trust. Trust your body. Trust your spirit. Trust yourself that is making its way through the world on your path. You are fierce. You are amazing.